Real quick, this is my reaction video to the news about the school shooting. This is ridiculous. Um, when I was in Japan in 2017, hey everybody, good evening. When I was in Japan in 2017, yes, we had another school shooting today in Colorado in a town 30 miles away from Columbine. Apparently, three suspects rolled onto campus, going through the hallways around the campus, and initiated fire. There's a lot of articles out right now, and there's live coverage of CNN. Just find it on YouTube. But my reaction to this is ridiculous. But the trend I'm noticing is that the NRA wants to send thoughts and prayers. Not only do they want to send thoughts and prayers, they want people to keep buying guns and not enforcing laws for mental health safety checks. And I'm like, this is what causes my psoriasis, my stress, my gray hairs, is stupidity in government. But we're not jumping on the GOP or Democratic bandwagon. We're going after one particular source, the NRA, which has lobbied to block mental health screenings from people owning guns. Not only that, the NRA has also fought legislation in the past in various states, not nationally, various states, to block people from the ownership of guns. Not block people from ownership of guns, but encourage the ownership of guns and speed up the process of purchasing. Yeah, it's a bipartisan problem. It is ridiculous of how much of a problem it is. And the thing is that last school year, in 2017-2018 school year, when I was with South San and with KIP, the the active shooter drills are scary. KIP Aspire Campus, that's just a shooting gallery waiting to happen. As far as from a person who grew up in a military family, whose father worked with people in the military, police, and armed forces, law enforcement. And the thing is that looking at campuses, and I had this conversation with the instructional coach last year, Dwight. If anybody was going to a public school in San Antonio, except for a gated campus, which had a security office, and you were screening students, it's almost impossible to get 100% protection for people when dealing with active shooter situation. And it's aggravating to have these conversations consistently. If I lost you or you, I don't know what's going on Facebook, but people aren't on. Um, all I have to say is it's highly disturbing, very aggravating, what have you, whatnot. People need to feel safe when they go to their job. People need to feel safe when they go to schools. It's like the only places I haven't heard anyone shooting up is the morgue, and let that be the joke. Um, a lot of people have been asking me, "Am I going to stay for 30 more years in the education system and retire at 60 or 70?" I'm like, no, it's stressful, especially where we have two political parties that don't want to ally and discuss a way to fix gun violence in American schools. I'm a public educator. I, not private school, no longer charter, public. And let's go over the article while we're looking at it. Colorado school shooter. NBC News. Colorado STEM school shooting. One dead, seven injured, two in custody. Yeah, and conflicting articles are giving you one of the shooters is dead, one of the victims is dead, and it's not 100% ironed out. And my whole thing is this is past ridiculous. It doesn't do anyone any good. Um, One person has died after two suspected students opened fire at a STEM school in Denver suburb of Highlands Ranch. So, seven others were injured, and both suspects were in custody. All of the suspects not dead. Um, I wonder why. The quote is two individuals walked into the STEM school, guns deep inside the school, engaged students in two separate locations. Sheriff's Department confirmed that one student, an 18-year-old male, was killed in the shooting. I'm glad they clarified that. Spurlock said that several of the people who were injured in critical condition and some were in surgery. At least 3 of the injured have been released from the area hospital Tuesday evening. Shooting occurred in the middle school. Hi, I teach middle school. This is why I went out. Officers heard shots as they were entering the school. The officials said earlier in the day. The only thing we know for right now, from one of the interviews, that we have a handgun. Other than that, I can't tell you of other weapons. So yeah, it's Colorado, and I'm not even picking on Colorado. I'm just saying I want no parts of it. Earlier this evening, I posted an article. So one of my friends commented that Croatia's nice, and I'm gonna be blunt. No, I'm good. It's not even about teaching anymore. It's about my sanity and my safety before I even. And I'm not saying I'm not going to take one for the team or not defend my students, but it's ridiculous at this point. No, I'm not for it. I'm not going for it. There's nothing more that I want than to have my own peace of mind when I go to work. Hi, I go to work to teach to educate kids. I don't like the idea of a lockdown drill. The KIPP lockdown drill, when you go to the hallways of 7th grade Aspire Academy, it's not wall to floor. There's gaps in the floor space. You can look underneath the wall and see feet, legs, and people. Not healthy, not safe. That's an architectural design flaw. Tactically, that's a shooting gallery. No. Um, the campus that I work at now, the walls aren't going to stop anything. Every classroom has windows. If anybody was even remotely creative with a pipe bomb, you're creating a massive safety issue, period. It's ridiculous of how much a safety issue you're going to create with, yeah, let's turn off the lights and hide and do everything possible. My students last year, when we had the active shooter drill, were loud and obnoxious, and I had to curse them out and threaten them within an inch of their life to be quiet. If you can hear me, let me know. I'm turning up the volume, but I'm not getting more than 1 bar at a time on this mic. So if it's not acting right, please let me know. No. Cancel changing. Hey Eric, if you can hear me, let me know on the mic. Just type yes or no. You can hear me. I adjusted the mic volume and the gain, and I don't know if people can hear me or not. The issue that I'm having though is as a country, it's not about racism. It's about healing, because you're creating damaged students. I had kids crying in the most recent lockdown drill we had because they're like, "Oh God, this is scary. It's not fun." So I'm not going to hold everybody up to hear what I have to say, but my point is that as a country, as an educator, I went out the classroom. It's bad enough that we have to deal with kids that are unruly and rowdy that are disturbing the education process. At the same time, wondering if there's going to be a school shooting at a campus I work at is horrifying. I'm having PTSD and I'm not even in the combat zone. Hey, look, that's my 10 minutes. If you can hear me, type a yes or no. I think I broke my mic. I hope I didn't. I paid money for it. But yeah, I'm out of here. Oh, you can hear me now? Hey, thanks for confirming. I didn't know if my mic was working or not. Fix it. But the deal is that it's sad. I'm going to fix this and try it again in a little while later when I get more news. Marshmallow World, thanks for checking out the page.